Now we're coming to the very end of this retreat. Okay, and first of all and above all, I have to thank Venerable Dhammadipa for coming all the ways to Chuang Monastery to conduct this 10-day retreat. I've known Venerable Dhammadipa since the days before his ordination. I think it was in March 1986 when I was living at the Forest Hermitage in Kandy in Sri Lanka with the great German monk Venerable Nyanaponika. And at that time, a young man, I think he was, maybe in his 30s, named Thomas Gutmann. Is that the correct name? Had come together with a German monk to visit us at the Forest Hermitage, and we went together to the Temple of the Tooth Relic in Kandy. And then at that time he was planning to take ordination, and he took ordination at a place called Nisarana Vanaya in Mittarigala in Sri Lanka. And that is the monastery where Venerable Dhammadipa, who comes here usually in the spring to teach, where he is now the abbot. And so over the years, I've seen Venerable Dhammadipa develop into, I would say, a truly masterly teacher. In fact, I have to say that the course of lectures that he gave during this retreat were amongst the most profound, the most beautifully expressed, the most comprehensive, the most eloquent Dhamma talks that I've heard in all of my years as a monk. I thought he did a beautiful job of bringing together, showing both the differences and the similarities between the northern and southern tradition. I think Venerable Dhammadipa has actually accomplished something which is really quite unique, having thoroughly learned during his time in Sri Lanka, in Burma, the southern or Theravada Buddhist tradition, then going on actually from his earlier days of studying Chinese to study Chinese and Sanskrit, to very thoroughly study the major treatises of the northern, or not only the Mahayana, but the northern Sarvastivada and the Mahayana traditions, and then bringing them together to lay out their similarities and differences. And that's quite, I would say, quite a unique and quite a remarkable achievement. And he's able to unite this very, very profound theoretical knowledge with a practical understanding of the methods of meditation in both the southern and the northern traditions. And so for all of this is again, I just have to use the word remarkable, and probably in today's world, unique achievement. All coming out from that young man who visited us in 1986. And I hope Venerable Dhammadipa will come again to Chuang, and I want to now invite him. We already have the November retreat for next year scheduled, but if free, if he would come and conduct the Thanksgiving week retreat the following year. What year are we at? This is 1918, right? Okay. This is 1920. Did I say 19? I said this is 1918. Okay, World War I has just ended. No Treaty of Versailles. Okay, this is 2018, correct? Okay, so for 2020, so please bear that in mind. This is the Thanksgiving retreat. It's about the third week in November. Okay, and then we also have to thank, people have mentioned this, but we always have to remember that this retreat is made possible by virtue of a sort of invisible underlying support team. Well, part of it is visible, include the monastics here, but there have been people working in the kitchen, people doing other types of work. We have Jason here. You know, I say this again and again, but I'll say it once more. In English, we have the expression jack of all trades, somebody who can do everything. Well, I've changed that expression, so we call it here the Jason of all trades. Anything is broken, he can repair it. All the electronic equipment he maintains, the website and everything. Okay, we have the support staff to thank. That's including both the regular staff of Chuang Monastery and the volunteers. And also I have to say one thing very important. This is sort of time for the advertisement, a word from our sponsor. These retreats, we do not charge for these retreats. Other meditation centers, to enroll for the retreat, you have to pay. Sometimes the amount can be quite extravagant. But these retreats are made possible by the generosity of people who attend the retreats. So to ensure that we have free retreats going on into the future, please bring forth a heart of generosity and contribute to the monastery so that we can provide retreats in the future like this. Okay, thank you very much. And I think we're going to get some concluding remarks from the Venerable.
So I also have to conclude by thanking all for this opportunity to be here and for the opportunity to use this wonderful surrounding with such good food. I think I have been to many retreats, but I never experienced this so delicious food. And everybody is so kind and everybody so cooperative. It really impressed me. Besides, we are doing this retreat in such an interesting country, which is America. America is a kind of a hope for the world. When I live now much of my time in the Czech kind of very remote place where you almost never experience a foreigner. Now I come to America, I see so many different faces, and I am so interested to learn languages, to learn different cultures. I hear so many languages, I see so many different people. I'm so impressed. But very important, we bring some real, genuine spirituality into this country, which is, in a way, it's a hope for the world. If America doesn't work, nothing will work in this world. Because America is actually represent the opening to all and generosity to all. This is the idea of America. And we should bring also this ideal together with some open spiritual culture. It is not by chance that nowadays most of the significant spiritual teachers, they all flood to America. So India and America, these two countries, they have the history of accepting all suppressed nations, all suppressed religions. And the only way that America can really work is to base this openness on genuine open spirituality. It really doesn't matter so much what we believe if we are Buddhists or we are Catholics or we are Jews or we are Taoists or whatever. What really matters is that religion means for us opening. That is a true religion. When we are open, we understand the principle of religion. When we are closed, we are actually closing ourselves to the principle of religion. The spirituality is open, but we are closed. Because we are closed, we need spirituality, we need Dharma. Dharma means opening. So we should all try to work in this sense, to use these teachings to open. I am myself trying my best to open myself and encourage others to open themselves. This is the meaning of religion, and we should be conscious of it, work on it with our bodies and with our mind. Thank you very much. So we can do the usual transference of merit, which is called the parinama. Parinama actually also has this meaning of opening. We do not hold whatever good we do for us. We want to spread it to others. This is the meaning of sharing of merit. And actually, this is also, as our friend has pointed out, I was very impressed by it. This is the meaning of Buddha's teaching. The Buddha, in no tradition, this is a great misunderstanding, taught you practice for yourself. He always taught go and share the teachings with others. That is what the Buddha has taught from the day he opened his mouth. So we should try to absorb these precious teachings, which actually teach only one thing, the liberation, and liberation means opening. This is taught in all Buddhist traditions. There is no exception to that. There has never been any teaching of Buddha, the Dharma for oneself. This is a misunderstanding. So now let us do the transference of merit. 愿这功德普及一切，我等一众生皆空成佛道。Eta vata chamehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Eta vata chamehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Eta vata chamehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Aka satta chabumata deva naga mahidika punyang tanganumoditva chiramrakantu lokasasana. Aka satta chabumata deva naga mahidika punyang tanganumoditva chiramrakantu desanam. Aka satta chabumata deva naga mahidika punyang tanganumoditva chiramrakantu tumampara. Devo vasatu kalena sasasampati hotu cha pito bhavatu loko cha raja bhavatu dhammiko. The meaning of this last verse, which is not included, actually is very important. It says, may the gods reign in time. It means may there be harmony in the world. This is very important, especially in our times. So that there will be bumper crops and we eat healthy food, so that also the government, actually the king, now we have government, but it is the same meaning, will act according to the Dharma, according to the truth. And the truth is opening. The truth is precisely the state of harmony. Thank you.
萨度，萨度，萨度。好，我们这一次的禅修就圆满的结束，大家给自己一个鼓励的掌声。我们先请长老先回疗共请